Alright, so this video will focus on 3.3. And the first thing I want to do is start off by you pausing the screen and trying to substitute in -2 for x. So I'll do the first one and the rest you can do. So if I have 1/2 times -2 minus 3, and that all equals y, right? So let's go through and take 1/2 of -1. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'll have -1 minus 3, and that will all equal y. So in this case, y equals -4. And that's what the first answer should be. And now press pause and try to do the rest. All right, so we have -13, 80, -26, -0.5, and -3. And the whole point of today is how can you measure the sum of interior angle measures and the sum of exterior angle measures of a polygon. So let's start off by looking at this here, and we're going to try to figure out the number of sides for this polygon. If I look, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 sides. And this, of course, n equals 4 here. Draw a line segment that divides into 2 triangles. So I could do a segment right here. That's actually a terrible one. Let's try this again. Make a line. So from here to here, I now have 2 triangles, right? Is there more than one way to do this? And yeah, there absolutely is. I could also have gone through here and made 2, so let's do that one. This would have worked as well, right? So the sum of this, how it basically works is you go through and I count up how many sides there are. There are a total of 4. And what you do is you do 4 minus 2 equals 2 times 180. In this case, because there are 2 triangles and each one is equal to 180, right? We know that. So if I look here, 2 times 180 is 360 degrees. And again, that's because it's 180 for the first triangle and 180 for the second triangle, and altogether it is 360. Now if I look here, we're going to do the same kind of thing. So it says number of triangles, and if I start drawing these out, I have I got to do this again. So let's draw a line. So I have 1 triangle, and then this one here, I have another one. So if I look here, I have a total of 1, 2, 3 triangles. So that is how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 3 triangles, so I'm going to go to a 5-sided shape and put down 3. We know that each one equals 180. So therefore it equals 540 degrees. We know that a 3 has 1 triangle, which is 180 degrees. We did before on the previous page, we had 2, and that equals 360. For 6, a 6-sided shape, if I look at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go in there and draw out these triangles. So I have 1 triangle here, I have 1 triangle here, I have 1 triangle here. And if I look, I mean, there's many ways to do this, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 times 180. So I have 4 here. And times 180 is that 720? So hopefully you start to see a pattern here. And really what the pattern is if I would go back to 0 triangles, that equals 0. So it would be n minus 2 times 180 degrees. So let's just see if this works. So if I have a 3-sided shape, right? I put in 3 minus 2, and I get 1. And 1 times 180 is 180. If I put in a 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, and 2 times 180 is 360. 5 minus 2 is 3 times 180 is 540, and 6 minus 2 is 4 times 180 is 720. So that's basically what the pattern is here that we're trying to establish. For this one, it says the exterior angle, so it says draw a convex pentagon, which is right here, and label all the various sides. Now here's the thing. All these various exterior angles should add up to 360 degrees because it's all the way around, right? So this will be 360 degrees. So again, here is the actual formula, n minus 2 times 180 that we talked about before. The sum of the interior angles, so there's 5 things here, right? So it'd be 5 minus 2 times 180. And that would be 3 times 180, which equals 540 degrees. Let's see if that's correct. There we go, 540. So then let's try this one here. So it says find the sum of the interior angles of the green polygon. So if I look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Is it 7? Let's stuff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So in this case, it would be n, or 7, 7 minus 2 times 180. And this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 minus 2 times 180. And when I do this, I'm going to get, so if I do 4 times 180, I get 720. So this one should be 720. All right, so let's figure these out. So if I take 7 minus 2, that would be 5. And 5 times 180 equals 900. So this is 900. And this is 6 minus 2, which in this case is 4 times 180, which is 720. So let's check this out and see if it works. Well, I guess it's not telling us, but that is the answer. All right, so now we're going to find the value of x here. And it says that I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, right? Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to have 7. All right, so for this one, I'm going to look at it, and I have a total of 7 sides. So I'll take 7 minus 2, which is 5, and then 5 times 180, we already figured out before, is 900. And so if I add up all these various things, plus x, I should be able to figure out what it equals. So if I take, let's go through here. If I take, I'll start up with the 128. So I'm going to take 128 plus 130 plus 120 plus 115 plus 145 plus 140. And that'll equal a total of 778. So I'll take 778 plus x equals 900. And when I subtract the 778 from this side and minus it from this side, I of course get 22. So I get 122. So x equals 122. And that's what the answer should be. Here we go, 122. Now I want you to try to do a couple of these and pause it, try to solve for this, pause the screen, and then try to figure it out. All right, so if we go through here and figure this out, this of course has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, so it'd be 4 times 180, and then you'd subtract this value and get x equals 105, 75, and 35 for this one here. Next one is that a cloud system discovered on Saturn is approximate shape of a regular hexagon, so 6-sided shape. Find the measurement of each of the interior angles of the hexagon. So all that I really care about is the fact that it's hex, and a hexagon has 6 sides, so I'll have 6 minus 2 times 180, and that equals 4 times 180, and that will equal 720, right? So I basically have to figure out the interior measurements, find the measurements of each interior angle. So I'll take 720, that's the total, and I'm going to divide it by 6, because there's 6 of them, right? And if I divide this, I believe I get 12, so or 120. So I think each measurement should equal 120. So if I have 6 times 120, I should get 720. Let's see what I get. And there you go. Each is 120. So find the measure of each interior for an octagon, a decagon, and an 18gon. So this is 8, this is 10, and this is 18. So you figure those out, press pause, give it a try. And here we go. So this is the key idea. Basically, if I add everything up, it should equal 360 degrees. And this is for the exterior angles that we were talking about earlier. So if I have these measurements here, so 127 plus 50 plus x plus 91, that should all equal 360. I would then combine like terms, subtract it out, get x 92. And we'll do the same thing for b. And that is the lesson.